We're going to go ahead and get started. And you guys just have a practice today. So I'm going to remind you how to solve these. So I did 3 of the problems that are on your practice. Okay. So you do want to write these down because you'll have the answers. So you want to get out a sheet of paper. And I numbered them the way they are on the paper. So we're doing 1, 9, and 19. And then after that, it's on you. You're just going to practice. Okay. All right, so remember to solve these, we want to find a common denominator. So if we look, there's only one number in the denominator, and that's a 2. So all of them will need a 2. Except for the middle one because it already has it. And then your highest power for your k's is k squared. So this one has k squared, this one has k squared, but this one needs 1 more. So this one is actually going to be multiplied by 2k. Once you get the top, you don't need the bottom anymore. And you're going to solve it out. So we're going to distribute. 2k times 2 is 4k. 2 times negative 10 is negative 20. This one didn't need anything, so it's just 1. And then 1 times 2k is 2k. We're going to solve that equation, get our k's together. So we subtract 2k and we get 2k minus 20 equals 1. We're going to add 20. We get 2k equals 21. Divide by 2 and k equals 21 over 2. So there's your first one. Here's our second problem. It's actually number 9. Just giving you a chance to write it down, and then we'll get started. Right. So in the bottom, we want to factor everything that we can. So in this first one, we have a GCF of n, which leaves you with n plus 1. In the second one, we have a GCF of 2n that leaves us with n plus 1. And the last one only has n plus 1. So they all have the n plus 1, so none of them need that. What they need to have is the 2n. So this one has the n. It just needs the 2. This one has both. It doesn't need anything. This one doesn't have the 2 or the n, so it needs both. Once we get our common denominators, we don't need anything else but those. And then distribute on the top. 2 times n is 2n. 2 times 7 is 14. The middle one didn't need anything, so we're just going to write down n minus 2. And then 1 times 2n is 2n. You can combine like terms, or you can see that both sides have a 2n. If that's the case, they'll cancel out. And we get 14 equals n minus 2. And then we just add 2. We get 16 equals n. Don't forget to check those when you plug them back in. Make sure that they don't give you 0. These will not. So we're good to go. So here's number 19. Right. Give you a chance to copy it down. Right. So when we look at our denominators, we can factor this x squared plus 6x plus 9 into x plus 3, x plus 3. So this one has 2x plus 3s. This one is going to be the same way with 2x plus 3s. But this one only has 1. So we need to give it the other one. And then we have a common denominator. We're going to write down our equation that we see. 3x squared minus 3 equals x minus 3. Distribute this 2 plus 2x plus 6. Three x squared minus 3 equals x plus 2x is 3x. Negative 3 plus 6 is a positive 3. Since we have x squared and x, we need to get it all on the same side. So we're going to subtract our 3x and subtract our 3. Remember that these will not go together. So you have 3x squared minus 3x minus 6 equals 0. What do you notice about all of these? They're all divisible by 3, so we can make this a cheater method. So take out that 3, so x squared minus x minus 2. And remember, the 3 on the front doesn't matter because we're going to divide it by 3 and still get 0. Factors of negative 2 that add to negative 1 are negative 2 and positive 1. Remember, we changed the signs. Your two answers are positive 2 and negative 1. We can plug these back in and we do not get 0. So both of these are your answers. Okay, so just watch plugging them back in. Don't forget, sometimes you might have to slide and divide on this. If you went ahead and did slide and divide without taking the GCF out, it would have been fine. You would have still came up with the same answers. It would have factored itself out or reduced itself out. All right. Any questions on how to solve these? All right. So listen carefully. I'm not done with you yet. Tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, so I'm not going to be here first thing in the morning. Your review is recorded. So you're going to watch your review. And then I'm splitting your test up over the next 2 days after that. So you'll have your tests on Thursday and Friday, but you will do different parts each day. Okay. So there's 3 parts to your test. I'll open 1 and 2 for Wednesday and then open part 3 for Thursday. Got it? So that way it splits it up and you don't have to do all 3 parts. On Thursday, it shouldn't take you very long to take that test. So it should be a pretty easy day. If you have any makeup work, that's a good day to go back and do that makeup work. Okay. And I'm going to send you guys a list of your makeup work so that you can get that done before spring break and not have to worry about it. Got it? Everybody okay? All right. So I'm going to stop sharing and stop recording.